Hello and welcome to this Total Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires campaign. For this we'll be going with the Beastmen. We're going to be using the OG Khazrak One-eye, the default Lord of the Beastmen. We're starting this campaign on very hard. If you want, you can take the time to read that right there.
Gwis, a greeting in your tongue, my bestial lord. I know you feel a yearning to kill me, for I am but a man. But you have received the vision, you know who has sent me. My desire is as yours, to see the cloven ones tear down all civilization. So let us begin. To the north, past the mystic forest of Atheldoren, is Bretonnia. Arrogant and aloof, its glittering spires a sure sign of self-righteousness. You should bring ruin to this pretty realm. East of Bretonnia lies the Empire, the very pinnacle of mankind's hubris. Its capital, Altdorf, is the center of power and a symbol of its surety. Reduce it all to rubble. Let pandemonium reign. The Empire is powerful, but divided. You must strike soon, for it may yet unify and seek to bring civilization to the Blood Grounds. To the south, the border princes hold a tentative grip on all that they call theirs. Yet they are isolated by the mountains and the Blackfire Pass. Soft targets for a hungry herd such as ours. Destruction is in your blood, Nui Gorleth, and the world must know it. Sow as much as you can. The cloven ones shall destroy the world of man.
Okay, here's a quick blurb on how they play. They cannot inhabit settlements, instead roaming the map as hordes. They build up bestial rage as they fight. If it gets high enough, they'll get a free army that follows them along. It's not part of yours, you don't pay upkeep on it. It just follows you and attacks the same targets you do. And beast paths. They can use beast paths to navigate otherwise impassable terrain. We'll be showing that off soon. There's your first chapter objective. Alright, so looking at this, we've got two armies, Goros Hotrender and Khazrak the One-eye. We have the faction Estalia, whose lands we are in. We've got their capital to the south. To the east, we have Tobaro, and to the west, we have Bibali. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Goros Heartrender right over here. We will put him in the hidden encampment stance. I'm going to recruit 2 spearmen. If we look over here, the garrison of Tobaro is just 2 swordsmen, 3 spearmen. That's 5 units. So to make sure that this goes well, we're just going to recruit 2 more units, make sure we have a willing number. We could almost certainly take them with what we've got here, but we'll just play it safe. And for Khazrak, we're going to use the Beast Pass. So what this means is you can just jump over, you see these mountain ranges right here, you can just jump over that. Real simple. We're going to change a few of the camera settings right here, so when we pass the turn. So we're going to make our characters move fast, and this goes faster, fastest actually would make enemy factions fast. Turn off the camera for heroes. Allied factions, we're not going to have any allies, we're beastmen. We'll make them fastest. Turn that off, And neutral factions, I don't really care what they do. If there's a specific neutral faction that I want to see, I'll change it later. Okay, so next thing we do, technology research. So looking at these, we have Grizzly Trophies for 5 extra leadership when fighting men. So not only do I want to look at these initial upgrades, ooh, what's this? Oh, interesting. Okay, so this speeds up my research speed and adds chaos corruption to all my characters. Not right now. I'm kind of poor. I only have 5,000 favor. Beastmen use favor, not gold. So going back to research, we have this, which leads to evasion chance when using beast paths and horde growth. Horde growth would be super useful. Ooh, that's good. Vitriolic temperament gives us recruit rank, which is useful. It just basically increases the melee attack, melee defense, and leadership of units that you recruit upon recruitment, so that could be helpful. Also, it leads to siege holdout time reduction, hero action costs minus. increase for melee attack for lords and heroes. I really don't find this sort of thing useful. The lord is one unit in your army. I would much rather upgrade my entire army. And they really don't have much of a technology tree, but that's not surprising given that they live in squalor out in the wilds. This is good though. The man cleavers, extra 15% chance to hit for Ungor and Gore units. That could be really good. Income from raiding also could be pretty good. Raising settlements. So all of these are very good. Let's go with the recruit rank. What this will do is it'll give us free stats for everything we recruit in the future, and eventually this could also be useful. Actually, probably the better tree is this one right here. But we're going to do this one anyway, then we'll do this one, and then we'll complete this one. I just want the recruit rank. So, we've done that. Diplomacy. We've got the Bretonnia Kingdoms. We can't do anything with them. Empire Provinces, nothing. So we've got these nearby orcs.
The chopper is in my hand, so I can smack you when you say something I don't like.
I'm actually going to make a non-aggression pact with them. I intend to kill them later.
Infest me.
The Skaven, though.
Speak before an envoy of the Lord of the Great below.
Actually, we're not going to make it, because we might decide to kill them anyway.
What?
So yeah, no diplomacy here. We're just going to kill everything. I can horde upgrade Goros Heartrender if I so choose. I'm not going to right now, because all I need is more spears and we'll be fine. He can also do this, but not right now because he just used the beast path, and you need at least 25% of your movement range in order to take it, and once you use this movement ability, you can't do anything else. So we're just going to pass the turn there. Okay. So if we look over here, we've got our new spears now. And it looks like our opponent in Nestalia has recruited a lord to this settlement. Shouldn't be much of an issue. If we look at it, the balance of power says we're even. So if I auto-resolve this, it could go poorly and even result in me losing. But I actually know this is an extremely easy fight. The auto-resolver is pretty dumb when it comes to comparing units, because it doesn't apply any strategy. It just compares the value of your units and pits them against each other. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to play this like any intelligent person would. Which will almost assuredly result in an easy victory. So the archers of ours actually have Vanguard deployment and Stalk. So they're invisible until they get close. You can see the Stalk mechanic right here. What's this? Primal Fury. Oh, okay. So all Beastmen have this. So while they have leadership higher than 50%, leadership is the morale. Once that gets low enough to 0, the unit will run. As long as it's above 50%, they get 5 melee attack, 12% speed, and are immune to psychology, and 8% charge bonus, which we can see without that applied. They have 15 charge bonus. We'll get the game started here soon, and we'll see what that is once that changes. We'll actually have these guys... Do these have Vanguard? No, they don't. We'll just put them off to the side. So, looking at the basic Ungor unit, 15, 22 melee attack. Now it's at 27 and 16, so you can see how that Primal Fury helps at the beginning. We'll move our archers up and around the sides here. They're still invisible, and we'll put this to double speed because this isn't really a very micro-intensive battle right here. What we're going to do is we're going to have these guys go off to the side here. These guys can engage these spears. These can engage the swordsmen. Actually, you can engage these swordsmen. You can engage these spears. You can engage right up here in the middle. Have these guys go around. Bring the archers in from the side. We'll actually have you guys attack over here. Alright, so we'll get these guys here. These spearmen can come around the side. We'll actually attack straight into the middle here. Alright, so our archers are coming in. Shield. I think all of these guys are shielded. Actually, these spearmen are not shielded. So long... Actually, this guy's getting a little bit of... So we're gonna pull him out. He's gonna try to chase us, but we have 38 speed compared to his 34, so he won't be able to catch us. He's gonna charge back in. We'll charge in behind him, using our charge bonus to get an extra free hit in. It doesn't look like we have a good line of sight. These guys are fine, so we're gonna move these guys closer. Alright, so those guys have broken and they're leaving. Let's make sure Heart Render here is attacking the proper target. Alright, so all their units are breaking. The missile pressure caused their leadership to break. So we'll just make sure we pick them off as they run. Have my commander turn and fight here. We'll have the spears support them, so some of the attacks are wasted on spears. And easy victory. Let's watch these guys get pincushion.
Ulrich's teeth! Retreat! Flee!
Good times. So yeah, easy victory. Now, the AI, or whatever decision-making protocol figures out how auto-resolve turn out, I probably would have lost half of each of these units. And the archers would have gotten a few hundred kills, which you can't see that right now. You'll be able to see it better because there won't be another lord in that settlement I'm about to attack on the other side of the mountains. But it just would have been grievous losses on my side instead of a decisive victory. So, what we'll choose to do here is we'll loot and defile, or raise and defile. This will give us horde growth, which we use to upgrade our settlements. So let's see here. We also got to level up that. We'll get Gargantuan Hooves to make his movement further in the campaign map. So we got Khazrak over here. We'll move into ambush. So when Beastmen attack, they have a chance to ambush by default. That doesn't work on settlements, but it will work on armies. So they've got a few crossbowmen, some swordsmen, and some spears. Should be easy. Once again, if I were to auto-resolve this, the crossbowmen would probably get 80 to 90 kills on me, which is absurd, as you'll soon see. Auto-resolve, I think it just compares the value of your units and then does a simulation for itself on how that would stack up. Isn't necessarily realistic as to how a fight would actually go. So we'll spread these guys out. We'll sit the Minotaurs right in the middle, put Khazrak right there, and we'll actually put these guys over here. Alright, that should be good. Put these guys over here. Move these guys straight up. And we'll put it at double speed. Triple speed. Alright, we're going to actually turn off fire at will because we don't want them to start shooting and reveal their position until the others are in position. Speed this up. Alright, so are they shooting into my shielded units? They are not, actually. They're shooting into my gores. Unfortunately. Probably should have had the Ungors go a little bit ahead. But oh well, you live and learn. So we'll have these guys slam into the swordsmen on the left. Spears have a bonus versus large, which means they have better accuracy and damage of 15. So we don't want them fighting them. Alright, now that the fight's getting underway, we'll have our Ungor actually attack the crossbowmen. Got to move the spearmen. So this should be a pretty easy fight. Just gotta get around the side. So now my Ungors are around the side here. Are they shielded? No, they're not. So since these spearmen are going to chase off these crossbowmen and they are slightly faster, they'll catch them eventually. The Ungors are cleaning up shop over here. Let's have them here, and the Minotaurs can go center with Khazrak One-eye. Yeah, we're taking them to town. There's no chance. The only thing stopping us from winning already is the fact that these spearmen haven't gotten caught, but they're about to get caught right now. So they're going to turn and fight. The AI is caught up on them, and they immediately break. Yeah, so you see, they fired basically a volley or two before they got surrounded. This with the AI, they have 80 or 90 kills. So early game, it's best to fight these battles manually. The computer that calculates how auto-resolves turn out would probably have wiped out a spear group or something, and I would have taken heavy losses. So here we see we get roughly 800 more monies raising this than we would at the other settlement, so we're actually going to go ahead and raise this. Ooh, and I got a spell shield. A little extra melee defense and some magic resist. Magic resist not really pertinent in the early game. No one has spellcasters until at least 10 to 12 turns in, I guess. Oh, no, probably more like 15. And that's all we can do for now. Let's see. We want to form a non-aggression pact with Skaven. They do like us because we're at war with
you. Yes, yes.
we're at war with Estalia. We could... It might actually be beneficial. You do most likely need some friends, at least so you can run away if one of these units with a better economy, one of these army factions with better economy, get some high-tier doom stack chasing your armies around. By and large, Beastmen are quick, mobile, and lightly armored. So once the other factions get access to armor, or if you have to go up against, let's say, dwarves, you really don't want to fight those head-on. You don't have the staying power to contend with armor early game. So it'll be beneficial to run, and it's nice to have somewhere to run to. Doesn't look like our friends in Magritta have decided to leave yet, so I'm actually going to go over here, which is just in that territory. We're going to go into a hidden encampment, and we'll actually upgrade our settlement here. So this will give us some more... Let's see. Let's look at the upgrades. So right now I can only recruit 2 units at a time, +1 chaos corruption of the local province, and horde growth +1. This will give us +2 to all of those. Yeah, I guess I can't recruit more units, but this will upgrade my tech tree if we look at the building browser here. So once I get to the 2nd tier, I have access to all these buildings. The Mound of Blades. Oh, that could be useful. That's really good. That's 10,000 favor, though. So we probably won't be getting that. Over here, let's do a treasure hunt, actually. So, they're kind of a gamble, so let's read this. A flooded armory. The defenders of this newly ruined city were certainly anticipating a long siege. Your search reveals an enormous underground armory deep within a submerged vault. Craftsmanship is without question, and there is enough for your entire force. The only problem is retrieving it. So the armory is flooded. I can leave it, recover it, take what you can and leave the rest, or search for a way to drain the army. So the main reason I don't like to do this is it's all a gamble. This seems to be just a neutral choice, like, hey, I just wasted my turn and I don't even want to chance anything bad happening. Take what you can and leave the rest could be an option. Let's search for a way to drain it, see how that goes. Oh, cool. Using a series of controlled demolition charges. I don't know where the Beastmen are getting access to explosives, but alright then. You are able to create a new chamber to drain the water away. The plan works flawlessly, and you recover the high-quality armor intact. So for the next 5 turns, I think it's just this army. Yeah, just this army has extra 15 armor, so that puts everything up to 30. That's not bad. Not necessarily super good, but it's not bad. So while we're sitting here, let's get another group of raiders. Do I want spears? I've got 2. Yeah, let's get 2. I usually like to have missile play, but that's actually not the Beastman's strong suit, so we're actually just going to get another group of spears, I think. Yeah, that'll be good. And that's all we can do for now. Let's move to the next turn. Okay, it looks like they've created a 2nd army. Let's see, let's look at their garrison. So they've got spears, swordsmen, crossbowmen. So what I'm going to do, they're still recovering. So what I'll do, now that I've got, I can do another one. We've only got a little bit of money left though. So what I'm going to do, oh man, I would prefer gores, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. Let's see, I need 4 here, so we'll get back to that. So now that we've done this, what I'm gonna do, see, we can travel here. Yeah, so we've got a non-aggression pact with them. We will, I'd like to trespass on their lands and then go and raid Miragliano. Another option is to travel by boat across here. That would take a few turns. If I were to do this, yeah, it'd take 1 turn just to get that far. And then so I'd be traveling for about 3 turns. So we're not going to do that yet. And we are a little bit beat up. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to move these guys over this way. Let's see, what's the fastest way to get to here? So we'll travel up through this mountain pass. Make sure we have at least 25% movement range so we can adopt the hidden encampment. And we will... Do we want to upgrade this? Yeah, let's get it at least to level 2. So that's 2,500. We've got the money for it. I'm not going to get more spears. I'll wait till I can recruit Ungors. And for here, we will upgrade our building to be able to recruit Ungors. So this is an Ungor horde. They've shielded and they have better weapon strength. Yeah, they've got 27 compared to the Spearman's 22. They've got shields. They have slightly better melee attack and better melee defense, surprisingly. I guess this is the shield bit. So this is just basically a fodder unit that you want for the anti-large bonus. They don't really have any cavalry, so they just kind of... They're there. They're expendable. In fact, they have the trait expendable. If a unit which witnesses something expendable fleeing, they won't run unless they too are expendable, which the Beastmen have plenty of expendable units at the start. Oh, okay. So let's see. The ruinous powers take grim pleasure in your endeavors. In the dark mirth, they grant a boon. Which of their gifts will you choose? A Gorbull, hero recruited at Khazrak One-eye, or a Bray Shaman? Gorbulls are pretty good. They have anti-large, armor piercing. They are a force to be reckoned with. But magic is extremely potent, and I would love to have a Bray Shaman. Let's see here. What do the Chaos Gods whisper? What dark machinations do they plot? The Bray Shaman will surely reveal these secrets to us. So we're going to get the Bray Shaman. What kind of... Yeah, Nurgle's Foul Stink. -5 enemy... That's really good. This one has something of a compost... Of the compost heast about them. Nice. Okay. So I can get some armor? Nope. The Khazrak has that. Okay. So, yeah, got a skill caster. What's he got? He's got Lore of Beasts. Lore of Beasts is actually pretty good. So we'll attach him to Khazrak's army. We'll actually go into raiding stance here. Actually, no. Before we go into raiding stance, I'm actually going to move a little bit closer. Let's see, what's a good ambush spot? Okay, here we go. So what I want to do is I want to lure these armies out. We'll go into hidden encampment. They may or may not be able to see me. I don't really care. Ooh, we've got some spears. So the spears have way higher melee defense, actually. So this would be the new unit I recruit. But I'm going to get the regular Ungor hordes. They don't have any large, they don't have any cavalry, so until they do, there's not really any point in buying more spears when you could just buy axe units which have better melee stats. Goro's Heartrender. Gonna move him a little bit closer. Let's see. You can check the ambush chance by hovering over here. I want to make sure I'm out of range, and you can't see their movement range until they actually enter a movement stance, which is unfortunate. We'll move a little bit closer. Then we'll go into an hidden encampment, and we'll recruit some... I don't have enough money to upgrade anything. So we'll just raid. I don't really need them to do anything. Oh, I gotta be closer. That's way closer than I want to be. Alright, just get more spears. They're cheap. So actually I'm gonna start... If I finish this, I'm gonna start taking a negative income, which... when I have so little, I don't want to do. So we'll pass the turn and see what happens. They're not coming out of there. Ooh, I've encountered Clan Angry Man. This is actually one of my favorite factions to play.
I am revenge incarnate. Know this and weigh your words.
Distrust dwarfs. That's interesting. Didn't know that about Belagar. Let's see. So Broken Nose is Clan Angren's starting faction. They'll probably be wiped out very soon. We're not worried about them.
No evildoer may
Carcassonne,
receive the
we'll actually be
blessings
going
of
up
the
there
lady.
next once we get rid of these guys, I think. We could actually just leave them be. You know, it's not necessary to remove them. Is this still creating chaos corruption? Judging by the thing I have built here, this chaos icon, I'm going to say yes. So we can see that their chaos corruption is steadily growing. It's going to go up to 80%. How's it affecting? So they are already suffering a -6 to public order from corruption, but since we're on very hard, they've got a +8 to the obedience of their settlements. That's pretty much all turning your difficulty up does, is it affects obedience. Since we're beastmen, we don't have to worry about that. Let's see, does it affect our growth at all? No, it doesn't seem to. Maybe it affects income. So if we look at our summary, the details, maybe. I'd have to turn down the difficulty, see if it affects income at all. Okay, so we actually are suffering negative income right now. And since this is too hard of a target, and I'm kind of an opportunist, let's actually just go to the north. Let's see, what do we... Let's, then we'll get this... Actually, we'll be able to travel a little bit further through this wall. So let's walk up to the north. And as for these guys, I don't want to get caught out. If I get caught out, I'll probably lose. They've got 11 here, 12 here. I don't know how they're maintaining 2 armies with just 1 settlement, getting 300 gold per turn, 60 here. So they're getting 360 gold per turn. The upkeep for a swordsman unit I know is 101 per turn. I don't know how these factions maintain this money. Let's see. Well, maybe it's the same thing with me where you get background income of like 2,500. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to jump over here using the beast pass. Oh, I think I could have made it all the way actually if I were paying attention. So we'll join Khazrak over here. I don't really want to deal with this walled settlement. You can tell it has walls because of this texture right here. I would love to be able to lure them out and get them, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So we'll just head north. We'll raid the lands up there. At most, let's see, where are the borders here? We might leave him behind and just have him raid right here on the edge of their property to get a little bit of income. But for now, we'll just start heading up north. I still haven't seen them move, so what we'll do is we'll move them right over here at the edge of this territory. And we'll start, let's see, is this the edge of, yeah, alright, so once we get here, we'll be in Carcassone's territory, so we'll actually move to a raiding stance and start heading up north. There's their army, they can actually reach us here, but if they come to attack us, I think we'll be able to retreat.
Who calls me hence?
Ooh, this is risky. Alright, so actually what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move a little, I can't move anymore. Okay, well, and I can't go back into raiding stance. That's a bug. That's a bug if I've ever seen one. If they decide to attack me right now, I don't know if I'll be able to retreat. Man, it's so annoying. Let's see, hold on. Does it take... Yeah, it takes 25%, so it took 25% from me, and then when I changed stance, it didn't give it back. That's obnoxious. Well, here goes. Okay, so Astalia just moved up, and he's ambushing right there. Can't see him. Maybe it'll get revealed at the start of my turn. Ah, the dark moon. So if you see up here, there's this moon. Every time there's an eclipse, the beastmen get some sort of buff. Morsleib is ascendant, usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament. The world is awash with its sick and terrible hue. Such an event is almost unheard of. It is a call to the beastmen, a sign that the herd has an opportunity to dominate. Lead them, beast lord. Seize glory. Alright, so can choose one of these buffs right here, so I can get... All damaged units will be fully replenished, but it reduces the growth. The herd can replace their fallen warriors with ferocious alacrity, yet the latecomers are more reluctant to fight. That doesn't seem too good. Let's see. Endless herd. The herd swells and grows endlessly, it seems. In a herd of such size, each beast demands much flesh and recompense. So I get horde growth, which will be useful for upgrading my units in the future, but none of my units will replenish. That's not really good right now. I don't really have the money to upgrade anyway. All must fight. Gores of all strengths and ages are welcome here. All have their places, even those whose fighting prowess is less developed. That gives me minus 25 melee defense for all of my armies, but a 90% reduction in the recruitment cost. So I can basically swell my armies with cheap fodder. And beastly inclination. The herd is incensed and ready for war, providing that war comes to them. So, I get 15% extra weapon strength for melee infantry units, all of my armies, an extra 50 melee attack, which is insane. We're actually going to do that. So there's an army right here in ambush stance that I cannot see. So what we're going to do... Well, that's weird. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm in that stance. All right, so we're going to move over here. Let's see, where's a good ambush chance? Here we go. This light forest right here, these little groupings of trees. How about these? Yep, that's good too. All right, so we're going to go into a hidden encampment. We're actually going to recruit some spears. Ooh, we're running low on money though. So what we'll do is we'll actually start... Ooh, here we go. So this mysterious island right here. The site is home to an ancient shrine to a lost god. The place is bathed in power as your followers approach. Angry runes upon the shrine illuminate that glow a beacon to the wary. Choose, booms a deep, disembodied voice. So I can get aggression. They get frenzy. Possibly regeneration or farsight. Let's see. The Shroud of Werewolf wore back, which basically translates to having more sight range, and your army shall cross the lands and seas quicker, so movement range. I think aggression would be better in this case, and I get plus 15. Math Latin's Blessing. So I got 25% physical resist. Pretty good. Beastmen don't seem to have a forced march stance, which is unfortunate, so I can't make them travel further. 70 melee attack on spears. That's nuts. That is nutty. But I can't really take advantage of it right now. Let's see, how long does this last? 3 turns. So I gotta force a fight here in 3 turns. And research. Okay, so I don't have to worry about any of these. So let's get the Beastly Stupor upgrade. Maybe I should get fresh blood grounds. We'll do this. And pass the turn. Okay, Estalia's... Okay, they went back into their main settlement. Yeah, so they were ambushing right over here. So since that ambush has moved away, we'll actually move over here. And we'll go into a raiding stance so we can get a little bit of income, which will slow down the rate at which we're losing money. And with Khazrak, we'll get back on land. If Carcassonne comes to fight me, we might actually... Oh, she's got Grail Guardians. Ooh, what kind of Minotaurs do I have? This is the not... Oh, I actually would probably win this. If they decide to come fight. But that's all we can do for this turn. Yep, that's all we can do for this turn. It looks like Estalia's coming for us. They didn't enter ambush stance though, but I do know that there are 2 armies. Raise the following settlement, Oak of Ages, in 13 turns. I don't think I'm gonna raise the Wood Elves capital in that amount of time. That's probably not gonna happen. What are you doing over here? I didn't ask for you. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go into raiding stance. We'll move a little bit to the south. That'll stop our income from decreasing. I'm actually gonna go fight these guys. Save real quick. So let's go fight them. I think I can win. Yeah, I can probably win this. Normally, swordsmen would heavily outclass spears. But I've got an extra 50% chance to hit, so this is going to be pretty even on my side, I'd say. We'll see. We'll find out. Spears do have decent melee defense of 40, and now they have 100... What was that, 70? 70 melee attack? That's insane. That's so good. Okay, so let's see here. Let's put these shielded units... Oh, they don't even have any archers? All right. What we're going to do is... We're going to put a shielded unit right over here with these archers. They'll basically just be there to keep swordsmen off of these guys while they do their shooty bit. Let's see. So we're We're going to have these guys in group 3.
Ungors!
We'll have these guys in group 2. And the main line can be group 1.
Beastmen!
Lock their formation. Let's see. How do I do this? Melee front. There we go. That looks good.
Ungors!
Melee front.
Beastmen!
There we go. That looks good. Alright, and we'll get it started.
Ungors!
Speed this up a little bit.
Doakas! I can't
Move these guys up and around. Have you attack here, 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 and there. That should be good. We'll actually stop him just short. We'll have you guys attack here.
Dark beasts!
Alright, and we'll have you, now that their commander's engaged, we'll have them move in. Let's see, how's this going? So, the biggest problem here is that they've got a lot of units. Let's make sure they're attacking the proper targets. Alright, so we'll get them firing into this huge blob here. We'll actually have these guys slam in the back here. We'll move these guys a little bit closer. Let's get a good front view. So let's see, they're winning currently. So they only have 26 weapon strength, but they've got a 76 melee attack, so they're hitting very often. Yeah, you can see they're getting mulched. That group completely lost. We're going to actually fire into this main engagement because this group's coming over to help here. And we'll move these guys over here. These archers are shooting in the back of these units over here. Let's just move these guys a little bit closer because these guys are getting wrapped around on. Let's move these guys up over here, up over here. Keep this going. Looks like Goros got a bit beat up, but he's fine. He's taking it to him. Have these spears chase after here. Actually, you guys can turn around and shoot them, the ones running away. You can chase after here. You can go after these spears here. You'll trade very effectively with them. Yeah, they're all bucking. They're running. Let's take a look. See how this fight's going here. Goros Heartrender standing head and shoulders above everything else. Not doing any attacks. Alright, so since this is an army that we caught out, we're actually going to chase them until they completely rout off the battle. What this will do is it'll make sure their numbers are diminished as much as possible. Now, Beastmen are faster than other factions, so they can chase very effectively. Let's actually get Goros Heartrender chasing here. We can get these guys chasing here. We'll have these guys chase after this. We'll actually double speed it to get this to go by faster. Yeah, we'll quadruple speed that. So basically what this will do, this will make sure the AI has to rebuy as many units, and it also makes follow-up engagements that much easier. Yeah, so we just completely wiped them out with that that extra 50 melee attack. That was nuts. Yeah, looks like those got away, those got away, those got away. That's the last army. I don't think we're going to catch him. No. So we can actually hit it right there. It's a close victory. It was close. I lost 242. They lost 919. Very close. Very close fight. They almost had me. I don't know how the game decides how to label that. That wasn't close at all. Wasn't even close in the slightest. Alright, so our options to do with the people we have captured, we can offer them as sacrifices, which reduces our bestial rage. We don't really have much. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a decent amount. We'll have 50, or we're gonna get 18. Alright, so we can slaughter them, which gives our dudes leadership, or we can eat them to replenish our units, which could be helpful because we might have another fight on our hands soon. So we'll do that. And since the trade-off to having an extra 50 melee attack is minus half of our movement range in the campaign. We can't really pursue them. In fact, I'm kind of worried about this other army coming up and attacking us. Let's see. So income from raiding, reduction in upkeep and recruitment costs, which we might need. So we're actually gonna do that. Blessed by evil. Unknowingly, the Beastmen serve their dark and ruinous gods, who in turn bless their every action. Meanwhile, Khazrak, he's still just raiding, stealing money from the local population. So we got 6 turns until the full moon. Okay, let's see what the retaliation is. Yeah, they're gonna attack with both forces now. So this is a bit beefier of an army, but I still have an extra 50 melee attack. Oh, he's got Outriders. Ay. If I retreat, I might be able to get away. Probably not, yeah. What'll most likely happen is the guy who's already close to me, he was already close to me, so he doesn't have to travel as far to hit me. So what he'll do is, this dude will turn into forced march stance to get within range, and the guy who's already close, he'll initiate combat, and then the forced march army will reinforce. So I'm not going to get anything but a tired army when the fight comes. So I'd rather just do it like this. I might actually lose this army. They're full health. I did eat to recover my unit some. The leadership might have been a little more helpful, but who knows. So actually the reinforcements are coming from over here. Yeah, the reinforcements is just that first army that lot. Wait a minute. The reinforcement? I don't actually remember what the reinforcements were. So let's get our front line of spears again. We'll have our commander sit right here in the back. We'll have the same grouping as we did last time with the melee front. Move them over here to the side. And it's a little risky putting them over here because we do know that reinforcements are coming from the side. So we're actually just going to put them over here with the other group. And lock this in position. Okay, so they started over there because they're getting reinforcements. We'll move these guys up here. We'll speed this up so we don't have to wait as long. We'll actually march our forces. Oh, there we go. Now they're walking. We want these guys to walk too. Actually, we want them in a position, so we're actually going to run them. These guys can... Ooh, I'm going to actually need the raiders to fend off the missile cap. So we're actually going to move one group over here. Actually, we'll move them both. Let's get these guys attacking here. We're actually move these guys back a bit. So I'd like to take them as... Yeah, we dodged a lot of shots there. We're still going to take a little bit of fire. Whoa, you're moving too far forward.
Beastmen.
We'll have you guys... We're going to keep kiting back. Now we'll move forward since they're overextending. We'll have these guys move up and around. Have our raiders focus on these pistoliers, otherwise it's going to be a huge pain in the ass. We're going to attack the units behind the archers because the AI always moves their units back appropriately. So you'll never catch them off guard like you would with the human opponent. We'll move our Ungur herd up and why can't I? Yes, I can see that they're revealed. Thank you. Move these guys up and around. So we're going to have our Ungors continue to fire on these pistoliers here. This is dicey. We're actually going to move this guy back. So we'll have him move around. We can probably finish off this commander over here. Let's see. So their crossbowmen are focusing down my guys. And I'm actually getting taken fire from these dudes on the side here. Yeah, this is iffy. This is really iffy. Where's that hero? There he is. So we'll have my dude walk through the front, see if we can get him. Let's hit backspace, stop them from moving, focus down these crossbowmen. Let's see. So let's go around. We're going to chase these other crossbowmen here. I think that'll be more valuable. Oh, these actually guys got routed off by the missile fire. How's that fight going for you? Alright, so we killed them. We're actually going to pull you back. We don't want to take too much damage. So basically what we're going to do with this Ungor herd is we're going to have them chase the other group off the field. The Ungor herd has recovered, so we're going to have them go up and around, and we'll actually start attacking. Not really any good targets. We'll just have them keep attacking this. These guys are going to get shot in the back by these pistoliers. It's really annoying. But these, they'll eventually catch. They have 41 speed compared to the 33 of the crossbowmen. So once they catch up, they'll be able to chase them off. It looks like we're actually winning over here. These two commanders are duking it out. Let's get a close-up of that. Ooh, nice little headbutt right there. Why are you turning around? Hit him. There we go. Oh, he's actually routing. He's losing. Alright, have these guys made it up and around? Yes, they have. Alright, so we'll have them. Oh, we're going to have to target those crossbowmen or they'll chase us off. We'll actually have these guys go up and around. We'll have these guys finish them off because I don't want him to chase too far. We want him with the main battle. His leadership bonus is going to be too valuable. So yeah, these crossbow dudes. See, these crossbows are almost all cleaned up. They're routing, but the Ungor are going to stick to them really well because of their movement speed. We're actually going to start firing into here. These spearmen are going to come and try to shut us down. We'll collapse into the back with these screws. Actually, we're going to have them send over here. It doesn't look like we're going to finish him off, but we did lower him enough to where it should be a while before he comes back. Try to get some support into this unit here. So all these missiles are going to go straight in the side, completely unmitigated by the shields. These units off to the side are concerning. They might come back and chase me off. So we'll fire a volley into the back of these units right here. Just make sure they don't come back. Yeah, he's shattered off the battlefield. He's gone. Or he might be hidden because of terrain. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So these groups are breaking. Their leadership has been shattered due to the missile pressure. If we look over here, oh, they're actually suffering armor losses. Yeah, so that's it. Round's over. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to chase them completely. Try to maximize the amount of losses they take. Let's see. These guys can try to shoot these guys in the back. You can charge over there. You can charge over here. We'll speed this up a little bit. Have them chase over here. Chase over here, I said. Doggone it. Why is that so hard to do sometimes? Yeah, that was a pretty good fight. That was close, but the extra 50 melee attacks really helping us out. Speed this up to quadruple speed. So you can attack these guys here. You can attack these. And when you're done, attack them. Attack these guys here. When you're done, attack those guys. Who else is not doing anything? I guess he didn't get the attack order, or they wiped out the group they were chasing. Same thing with these guys. We'll just have them form up here. Get ready to march them on to the next fight. Yeah, it looks like everything else is going to get away. So yeah, that was a decent cleanup. Let's see. How much do these guys? They've got 2 soldiers left. Yeah, that group will disband. If it's like less than 7 or something, the group will disband from how much they got trash cans. So 544, lost roughly half our dudes, but they lost way more than we did. They lost over 1,000. We only lost 544. That extra 50 melee attack coming in heavy. Okay, so we can choose to sacrifice them for extra money, which would be helpful. We got 1947 from that fight, putting us at 4,000, so we don't really need the money, but it would be helpful. What I could do, yeah, we could devour the captives, which will get us ready for the next fight faster, which is what I think I'm going to do. So, we'll devour the captives. They're going to march back. They'll probably recover faster than I can, which means we're just going to be getting into fisticuffs with Magritta for a while. Alright, so let's see. What do we want? We can... Ooh, that's also good. Yep. So money's a huge problem for the Beastmen early, so we'll just go ahead and get this to reduce our upkeep by 8% and our recruitment cost by 8%. So our spears are kind of beat up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start merging units to try to get basically full strength units for no additional cost. Well, close. And what we're going to do, we're going to go into a hidden encampment right about here in these trees. And we'll start recruiting more dudes. Let's see, these can hold 120, 52, yeah, that'll go over. I would like to upgrade. Can I upgrade? Ooh, yes I can. Alright, so let's get a pit hovel going so that we can recruit better units. And Khazrak, what can I do with you? It's really weird. Carcassonne has declared war against Bordello, which is another Bretonnian faction. They're one of the 3 major playable Bretonian factions. And if you try to declare war as a Bretonian faction against another Bretonian faction, you get this little flavor text about how, no, this is unchivalrous. Such a thing has never been done in Bretonian's history. Think of the chivalric code, and you're a bad person if you do it. You lose like 100 chivalry as Bretonia if you declare war on another Bretonian faction. So we've got our Chaos Sorcerer here, or our Beast Sorcerer here. So let's go ahead and upgrade Whistlin's Wildland form. Ultimately what we want to do is we want to get Flock of Doom. Great spell. I don't want to travel too close to Carcassonne. If they decide to attack us, I don't know if we have the stopping power to fight off these Grail Knights. Minotaurs will put up a pretty good fight, but they've only got 35 armor. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get some better units before we do that. Can I upgrade anything here? No. Here, I can get more Ungors. Let's get more Ungors. That sounds like a good idea. So we'll enter a hidden encampment, get some Ungor spears. Yeah, we've got some spears. We don't really need to get shields for the initial pressure. They do have missiles, though, yeah. So they do have missiles. Peasants have low leadership, though. So we'll get some Ungors. We've already got spears for the anti-large. We'll get shielded units later. But for right now, we're just going to hold on to what we got.
Noble son of Bretonia.
Ooh, what do we got over here? So the Skaven have come using the Underway from their settlement in Skavenblight, and they're coming to the Carcassonne's lands.
Do you have warpstone tokens? Maybe deal a treaty.
So they're probably not going to do anything to us because they seem to like us a lot. Let's see, we can't do a defensive alliance with them yet. But what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to make a move over here. We're just going to recruit anything. Let's see. It's the extra 7. Yeah, it's no 8 melee defense enough for me to get these guys. Oh, and they actually have slightly better leadership too. No, they don't have slightly better. No, yeah, they do. They do have better leadership. Ooh, but these guys have a charge bonus of 10. So you definitely want to use these guys as more of a defensive units, where these can muck up with the front line. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to recruit one more. Actually, my upkeep's already bad enough. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set these guys to raiding. We're going to save right now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them north to try to target some of the more vulnerable settlements. I don't want them to get... It's a good thing we just saved, because that was dumb. Okay, so we're going to move over here. We're not going to go into the water. That was baffling. I got a little bit more money from the raiding. And they actually have a second army over here. This is a walled city, but their garrison. We got a paladin. Yeah, we could take this. Why are they getting creative expression for? Oh, that's me. I'm doing that. Of course. I didn't expect it to be that high already. Alright, so Goro's Heartrender. He can't engage here. He just doesn't have the forces for it. So we're going to get some more Ungors. Why can't I recruit? Oh, I don't have the money for it. I'm poor. Yeah, spears it is. Yes, I know I have low funds. The problem of a horde faction. Would really like to take these guys out.
No.
Yes. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Have another one soon where we continue this. So for now, goodbye.